Hey guys, what's up? Check Mate here, and today I'm going to be starting a new series called Classic Tuesdays. And this Tuesday I'm bringing you a game called Freespace 2, which I had a blast playing and I still play today. Pretty much the way it works is it's a space simulator game taking place in the future, and you are just a small fighter wing, and you go through all these missions that they assign you, some stealth missions like sabotage, recon, all these different missions that they have. And this is the mission debriefing room where they tell you what's going to happen and what are your main goals, your secondary objectives, your third objectives, but your most primary objective, and like what if you have any reinforcements to deploy, and what's gonna go down. So pretty much the way this series is gonna work is on Tuesdays I'm gonna post a new gameplay of a different game. I'm looking to my left and I see about like 30 or 40 old games that I have that I think are really entertaining and fun. So pretty much the Tuesday I'm going to show you guys a new clip of a new game, or really old game I should say, but you guys have probably never seen them before. And then the Thursday of this week I'll post a secondary gameplay of that, like to go a little more in depth. Sorry about that. And so in this mission we're kind of doing like a bait and catch kind of thing, where we're going to be attacking a small two cruisers that are going to be sitting out in the middle of the open, and there's going to be a escort 12 ships that we're going to have to destroy. And then once they think that they need reinforcements, they'll send in their big fish, like their fleet. And then once they send that in, we'll send our bigger fish, our Colossus, which will eat up everything else, and it gets kind of epic. So this is the HUD that you see right now, and on the middle left, I'll go over everything in detail, don't worry, is the speed. It's going 77 and 78, 79, 80, which is 80 meters per second. On the really front, there's a red square. That's my target. On the bottom left is the target's information, its speed, its direction, the way it's looking. The triangle is a missile lock-on. Sorry if you guys are, I have to go pretty fast, but it's kind of hard to describe everything. So yeah, these are the dogfights that kind of go on. And so yeah, like I was saying, so in the middle of the HUD you have the two, there looks like there's a circle, and then there's looks like a crosshair within a circle. That means the crosshair in the circle means if that's beeping, that means you have a missile locked onto you, and you need to deploy a countermeasure to avoid it. I use countermeasures a lot because they save my life a lot. Then there are two yellow bars on the left and right in the middle of the HUD. The right one is your gun, engine, laser type of thing, where if you fire your gun, you'll notice it goes down by a little bit, but it replenishes too fast. And then on the left side you have your afterburner, which slipped on my elbow. I use my afterburner quite a bit, and if it depletes, you need to wait for it to recharge. Then on the bottom middle you have your HUD, which shows enemy ships, friendly ships, all that kind of stuff. On the bottom middle right is my ship and its shields. That's the aura around it. If I see that I'm getting attacked from behind and my rear shields are completely gone, then I'll start taking hull damage, which is really bad. So then I can distribute energy throughout my shields and either increase all of my shields or focus all of my energy into just my rear shields. And as you can see to the left, my teammate just got blasted with a laser from that ship, which are anti-fighter beams, which are pretty deadly, and those are hard to dodge, and they cause a bit of damage. So yeah, pretty much I went over the bottom left. So the middle left is like my objectives. It gives me new objectives or secondary objectives. And then on the top right is the wingman bar, where I'm an alpha wing, I'm alpha 1, there are 3 other alphas. Most of the time in the missions the other 3 die and I'm left alone. As you can see, when they're red, they're damaged. When they're with a red circle with nothing in the middle, they're KIA. And now on the middle right you have the monitoring section, which shows all of the bigger ships, like the cruisers, which you can hit E and target each individual one of those. Whew. This is I'm getting kind of tired from talking. But on the bottom right you have your weapons loadout, which is I don't know if I can read that, Subarch HL7 lasers, which you can target. Either fire 1, which fires pretty fast, or 2, which fires like a shotgun type thing like I have, or you can do a bunch of other stuff. Then I have the harpoon missile, which isn't really good against destroyers or any type of those type of ships, but they're great against anti-fighters because they lock on and they rarely miss. Then below that I have the 33 CM, which are countermeasures. Below that I have kills, which is 4. To the right of that I have auto target, auto speed. Auto speed, since I have a really fast ship, If I need to slow down and catch up to somebody, but stay behind them on their tail, I hit M and it matches their speed, which is pretty good. And then on the bottom right, I have the timer of how long the mission has been going on. And then those 3 bars are really important. I love them. I mean, they put so much detail into this game. I absolutely love what they've done with that. That is the E stands for engine, S stands for shields, and G stands for guns. So what you can do with your ship is deploy certain amounts of energy to certain amounts of your ship. If you want to, you can put 100% of your energy into your engine, which means you can, my top speed is 80 right now, like, I can increase my top speed to 100 and my afterburner can go to 140. But if I do that, my shields and my guns will be really low, so it's kind of a pro and a con. But if you're trying to get to point A to point B really fast, you need to increase your engines. And then shields, they kind of all work the same way. If you increase your shields, they'll regenerate faster and be more powerful. Guns, they'll regenerate and be more powerful, but you'll lose engine and vice versa. So now they've kind of taken the bait in a way. They've released their big fleet, which is a enormous ship, and they are releasing a second wing of fighters, Ares wing, on the left middle. You can see that there are 4 left, and I have to destroy those and target and kill those. So yeah, I mean, I love this game. I mean, I think you can find it online, maybe download it, but there are about, let's say, I'm gonna guess 30 or 40 missions, and each one is different. And I love the amount of history they've put into it. Like, you can go into like the record books and go back to all of the wars that they fought and the missions it's pretty cool. I like what they've done. I mean, I think the problem with space simulators is sometimes people just think space and they just don't like it. It's too, I'm not sure why, but that's why companies don't really risk making a game like this. But I think if a company really stuck to it, they could make it, like if Ubisoft just took on a project like this and made just like a prototype, I think it could be really good. So here we sent in our Colossus, which is a colossal ship, and I think it's like the largest, the GTVA, which is, there is the GTVA, which is I don't know what it means for, but then there's the NTF, Neo-Terran Front, and then there's the Shivans, which are kind of like the aliens, and then there are the, there's a 4th type of another alien. I'm trying to think, but it's on the tip of my tongue. That'll figure it out later. So now right now these ships are kind of talking to each other, firing their gigantic lasers, charging up my laser, you know, and they're kind of trying to blast each other apart into pieces. And the flashing 40 right below the middle of my HUD is the percentage of the ship. And so the Colossus told him to like surrender. He's like, no, I'd rather die, blah blah blah, heroic. And so it ends kind of badly. But there's a glitch right here where the laser from the Colossus is supposed to kill the ship, but it actually like misses. And so it's like gets to a point where they almost hit each other. And it's I was curious to see what would happen. So as you can see on the bottom right, I changed all my power to my engines so I could go faster. Now I changed them on my shields just in case I got shot while I was sitting here with, I'm a sitting duck, just sitting here doing nothing. So yeah, I mean, what I'm probably gonna do is the next mission. Since I left out the debriefing, I'm gonna go over it right now. The next mission is going to be a defensive mission kind of thing. I'm going to be a bomber, so I'm going to have, it's pretty good. Like this one, I'm an interceptor. I take out ships. The next one, I'm going to be taking out big cruisers like the one that I'm looking at right now. I have like Cyclops, big fat missiles that are going to lock on and do a ton of damage. And I'm going to be pretty much, there's like these, this game is, I could spend hours trying to describe, but there are these jump nodes that when you activate your subspace drive, you can teleport to nebulas and galaxies, but a node increases your distance that you can teleport. So usually ships will teleport to the gateway and then teleport through the gateway to access more power. And as you can see, we just blew up the ship. A shockwave almost killed me. I should have stood farther away. So then, so yeah, I mean, so the next one, I'm kind of just sitting there waiting for the ships to enter this nebula or node, and then we get to try and blast them before they get through the gateway. So yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this game. If you guys like this series or are interested in this series, please tell me down below, because I have a ton of games that I would be happy to show you guys. So as you can see, Commander just told me to return to base, so I just Alt-J, enter my subspace drive, and so at the end they kind of give you statistics, how many bullets you fired, percentage missiles locked on. At the top left, you can see there's statistics, I don't hit it, but then there's the Alliance, like they give you a bunch of blah blah blah. and all these medals that I haven't won yet from all the missions I've done. But that's all the time I have for today, guys. See you guys later. Bye.